know, God, we're keen.
Nice early start.
What little geeks.
Are you in pole position today?
I am, yeah. Can you believe it?
How does that feel?
Oh, God, brilliant. No different, I'm afraid. Means a first pick on the pontoon, though. That's quite nice.
Did you know what position you're going, left or right?
I don't think it really mattered, to be honest, but I went right. We'll soon see if that were the right decision or not.
Tyres.
Very good.
I hope so. Don't mention tyres. We don't talk about it.
If you was to drive into a view of what the weather conditions are, what would you say?
Windy. Vent. That's right, yeah, in French. Vent. Wind. Très vent. Very. You don't say that. That would be very wind.
I put like an aggressive alarm on because normally I just use vibration, but I was like, I might need a more aggressive alarm this morning, and I got the adrenaline pumping straight away at 4 a.m.
What did you go with?
Oh, I just one of the iPhone, like.
Full blast.
Yeah. Kate got fun 10 days here beforehand. We were a bit earlier and had to see the race course quite a few times and excited about it. Well, I like that the uphill will be a bit slower. It will take longer, so it makes it like a steeper climb, you know, like because it goes slower. So I like that. But then I blow away easier than some of the big guys. I just think some of like I biked yesterday along the coast, and sometimes like it can be because you're covered and not covered, like all of a sudden it can come like a wind gust from the side. But yeah, I feel confident enough on my TT bike and that I'll be able to handle those trickier situations. But yeah, it's the same for everyone in the end, and we're having more headwind on the run than tailwind in the end. I like that as well because it makes the run longer, which I think will be good.
Right, it looks alright to me.
How important is transition prep for you, Jess?
Not well, don't say that because now I'm going to mess it up. But I don't bother, I didn't before. I think the more you practice, the worse you get. Do I look right?
That's on. You've got gels and stuff for run. Watch is your watch on? Is it ready to go?
Oh no, I'm not bothered about that. Probably best at another pace. Right.
Got your snacks.
Snacks.
That's the most important thing to do.
Perfect.
Yeah, you good, I think. Yeah, you good. One last.
Didn't wake up that long ago, so I'm not sure yet, but no, I feel good.
Did you get good sleep last night?
The sleep that I had was good, so there's the answer. Super windy, so yeah, today on the aero bars, I think there's going to be some pretty high speeds in certain parts of this section.
I think every race she's been, since Singapore, she kind of got a bit of a spanking there, and she's been building confidence every race. So I'd say every race it's trending more in her favour in terms of how she approaches the race within herself. Of course, she's got the ability to be at the pointy end every time she toes the line, but she has to believe that as well. So I think we're getting closer to that point again, and so positive vibes for this one.
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm just nervous.
Nerves settling in? Yeah. You excited? You've been picked as one of the favourites of the bike course today.
Oh yeah?
Yes, because of the hills. Is that something that works in your favour?
I like hills, yeah. Very windy, very hard course. So hopefully up in the hills it's a little less windy. Right on the coast is always the worst. So yeah.
I feel like this is a course where if you get onto the bike and you're like, hey, I've got good bike legs, then like it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you get onto the bike and you're like, oh, legs don't feel so good today, then it's going to be really brutal. So you just kind of, fingers crossed, the legs show up.
Yeah, and my family is here, so I just want to do a good race. I can't wait. Let's go.
Fresh socks. We decided on socks versus no socks.
A windy morning.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really want to do that again, no. It took me like a week for my feet to recover after that.
I've got Valencia in 3 weeks, so I can't afford a week off with blisters. Sometimes you just see, in Vancouver I was just seeing red, you know, I was just like angry. Can't lose your cool. Obviously Hayden's now doubled up, but there's always new people who are fighting at the front, you know, so could be anyone. Could be this guy, hometown guy.
Yeah, very excited. It feels like a training session, but with the best in the world in this session, so yeah, it's quite cool actually, and yeah, I can't wait to push on my home roads. Yeah, I choose a smaller wheel, a smaller front wheel, because I know it can be brutal in the turns. And the coast here is always turning, so the direction of the wind is never the same. So you need to stay careful and stay on your bike.
Bit windy, isn't it? Feeling good though. Operation Don't Go Head Over Biscuit.
What's the aim for today? Is that the aim for today?
Stay rubber side down for one. But yeah, no, like try and be at the front of the swim, and then like be proactive on the bike, try and push the race up the road, or at least try and stay with it if the big boys go for it, and then yeah, when it gets onto the run, like just crack on and have a day really. Talc inside the socks.
But,
I'm telling you, I'm watching the coverage. Tip from Jan Frodeno, last 200. If I get blisters, it's on you, Jan. I'll let you know the finish line.
Patrick, being the organiser of the event, how harsh are these conditions for the athletes?
You have to ask the athletes. You know, I can tell you how harsh it is for. I wouldn't use the word harsh. They keep us on our toes to make sure everything's secure and safe, because obviously that's the most important thing. But it should be okay once they get off into the Corniche, because then it's a little bit more protected. And then once they're on the run, it should be fine. But it's keeping miles and miles of barricade across the whole course, making sure it's safe. The signage doesn't blow anything over, you know. It's a nice way to wake up every morning. Yeah, we have like over 800 course marshals along just the bike course alone. Like 6,000 barricades, hundreds of police, and then we have we're calling a rolling bubble on the bike course, like a peloton, where it starts with the lead woman to the lead male to the back woman, and all the resources are going on. So it's just like a moving bubble along the 80K. So it should be exciting. It's the first time we've ever done this. Let me rephrase that. It's the first time PTO's ever done this. All this, we've done this before, just not for PTO. It's the first time we've had, since Collins Cup, a one-lap bike course. So we're super excited. So a lot of work's gone into creating this and making it as exciting as possible. So I'm anxious to see how it plays out.
We'll see, you know. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And just channeling that big dog energy, and we see what happens. Critical part of the game, and with the short course guys coming over, they obviously understand transitions extremely well, and so I'm actually thankful for that, because at long course I'm for sure one of the best at transitions, but these guys have actually forced me even to continue to step my transitions up, because they're coming from Super League where transitions are like 20% of the race, so they've got it dialed in, and I try to get it equally as dialed in now, you know.
Do you often go on the turbo before the race?
Depends on the access. If I can, I will, but if not an issue.
This is not because of the double racing, or does that also help you get the body ready?
Just wakes the body up. I'm not used to these 4 a.m. starts, so yeah, it's nice to get the heart rate up a bit, and then hit a bike to transition, go for a jog, go for a 5-minute swim, and then get into it.
Does it give you the chance to kind of test the bike legs already?
Yeah, it's always nice, you know, like when you get on the trainer, if the power's easy to push, you're ready to go. And the power's pretty easy to push, so I like it.
Sweet.
Just better not use all the biscuits in the first part.
Could you? Oh, okay.
He's quite cool actually. Down at the transition.
Nervous? Looking forward to it? Yeah. It's going to be a tough old day, I think. That's good. We're tough gals. All right.
Bateau sécurité pour...
I'll just stay there for 2 laps.
We're gonna push it 5 minutes late. So we're gonna go 7:10 start, so you have exactly 10 minutes to start for the men. 7:17, so you got 17 minutes for the women.
It's gonna be calm before the start.
Going to the save in the swim, so.
Getting you ready. You're welcome.
Mais non, on dit qu'elle est en panique.
And he is your world ranked #1, Hayden. Wearing number 2 from Germany, he was first place in the San Francisco T100 this year.
First day.
He is your 2024 Olympic silver medalist, Hayden Wilde. You are now in the hands of the starter.
On your mark.
49.
Grab the next one, please.
40, yeah. 43.
And then into the next one.
No,
Wearing number 37 from New Zealand, Hannah Berry.
We're friends.
Yeah, just wave your thing.
Don't give me fighting, mate. Are you serious? I'm joking. Say it every year.
Wearing number 33 from Great Britain. She was 5th in the London T100 this year.
Just don't go left. Don't go
Byron.
left. You'll be so fast anyway. Joking, honestly. I'll be up for it anyway.
Wearing number 34 from Australia, Jessica Lemon. Athletes, you are now in the hands of the starter.
On your mark.
All right, we're underway.
Il retrouve la position verticale avec le centre et c'est ça aussi la visite de cette transition.
Morgan Pearson just going there in the lead. Behind Hirsch, there is Yella Keynes. Rico Bogan has gone through there. It's Hayden. Spinning alongside the Colin Zush from the USA. Come on, give it up for Colin and Sam.
Et on peut les encourager bien fort.
Jessica Learman from Great Britain right now. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jessica Learman.
Et on encourage Jessica Learman qui sort en tête de l'eau.
Georgia Taylor Brown.
Suivi de Georgia Taylor Brown.
35 seconds. Come on, Ash. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. Stay there. Stay in the group. Let's go.
Out of the water as well as Hannah Berry from New Zealand. Then we see in number 39. Right there is Martha Sanchez Hernandez just going through there. Come on, give it up for Julia Molo from France. Number 47 going through. Caroline Cole from Germany. Grace Keck, Australia. Now it's Laura Manson from Denmark. Come on, give it up now. We got Paula Finlay from Canada.
Francisco, 7e à Vancouver.
Morgan Pearson from the USA just heading through there. Yeah, they give it up for number 19 there. That is Samuel Dickerson having a great race. Kyle Smith from New Zealand. There is Yella Keynes and Wilhelm Hirsch. There goes Antonio Lopez. Rico Bogan is powering his way. Leo Bashir. Menno Koulas. There goes Monty. Wilhelm Hirsch just heading out on the bike ride. There goes Rico Bogan as well as Antonio Lopez. And he is now getting after it. There goes Kyle Smith. Yella Keynes is on his bike and powering out of the transition area. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a great bike ride up the coast here today. And then Dylan Magnian from France. Water bottle in the back there. In the front. There goes Rico Bogan. He's riding there. There is and Leo Bashir. Antonio Lopez Benitez. Wollongong, Australia, and finishing off in Qatar.
Mesdames et messieurs, vous allez voir d'ici quelques instants Jessica Learman se passer sous vos yeux. Elle vient de sortir en tête.
From Great Britain, she's your #1 ranked athlete. athlete today. She's wearing number 32. Off goes the speed suit into the bucket. Not getting a penalty there. That will be a penalty if that lands outside the bucket. Then she gets the helmet off. Is going to be the first woman in our elite division on the ride today.
Un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour Jessica Lermans qui part sur ses 80 km de vélo après une natation tout simplement exceptionnelle.
All right, 10 of those athletes now to hit the bike course here, 80 kilometres that lays ahead. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for this young lady here today. She's an incredible athlete. Not getting a penalty there. That will be a penalty if that lands outside the bucket. Then she puts the helmet on. It's all strapped up. And Jessica Lerman is going to be the first woman in our elite division on the ride today.
Un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour Jessica Lermans qui part sur ses 80.
Allez, India, allez.
Nous vient de Suisse, elle porte le dossard numéro 55, c'est Alanis Siffer.
Caroline Pohl from Germany has had a great transition, and so too has India Lee from Great Britain, sitting in 4th place. Heading out there wearing number 37 today is Hannah Berry from New Zealand. There goes Ashley Gentle from Australia, followed by Australia's Ellie Salthouse. Martha Sanchez heads out from Estonia.
Thank you, Doug.
Right here in the French Riviera, and then heading back all the way to Fréjus and also Saint-Raphael before heading out onto the run course here today. 4 laps before heading into the base nature. There goes Paula Finlay from Canada. Goes Ashley Gentle and also Ellie Salthouse from Australia going through another secret facility. There goes Grace Tent from Australia.
Jack, bike crash, stable, conscious, road rash, right side, hit head and collarbone, being evacuated by ambulance to hospital for use for evaluation.
It's very uncomfortable for him. If you put him on the board, as we're putting him on the
I'll get her to you, okay?
Non, c'est pas bon, Loïc. Relève, lève, lève, et recule. Pose. Maintenant, pousse. Voilà.
On peut vous entendre crier allez Mathis, il est 3e à quelques secondes de ce duo. La performance du français est absolument incroyable.
35 seconds down, here comes Jelle Keynes, the world #1 ranked athlete from Belgium. He's coming in 4th place. Samuel Dickinson is caught up in the back again. He sits in fifth place, but it's Hayden Wilde for New Zealand with a 45-second lead on Matisse Machinier. There goes Rico Bogan, just 5 seconds down. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Matisse, Matisse. Matisse, Matisse, Matisse. Come on.
Allez, ça va pas longtemps de le faire. Matisse, Matisse.
Yeah, là. Come on. All right, France. All right, center of the air. Matisse. And Sam Dickinson all heading out within about 1 minute from our leaders right now. Exactly 1 minute just heading out in arrears. So very good transition.
Talonné d'Antonio Benito Lopez, le coureur espagnol, qui avait terminé 4e à Vancouver. Ce duo, Jessica Lorance, Jessica Lorance, Bernard Bévry, l'athlète néo-zélandaise, 4e à Singapour, 9e à Londres. Elles vont partir ensemble pour affronter ces 18 km de course à pied. Mesdames et messieurs, s'il vous plaît, il faut les encourager, leur donner tous les athlètes. Jessica Lorance qui vient faire une superbe deuxième position, qui part en tête. Juste derrière elle, Georgia Taylor-Brown qui a l'air de partir elle aussi sur un rythme très soutenu par Anna Berry au 14e à Singapour, 9e à Londres. Il a donc 8e à Vancouver. Et Lucie Baillard, la numéro à Londres. Elle va se livrer les batailles. Et c'est les amis aussi de Grande-Bretagne qui a terminé 10e à Londres, la numéro 42, qui part elle aussi affronter, parcourir ses 18 km de course à pied jusqu'à la base nature de Fréjus.
C'est le moment de faire du bruit, je compte sur vous. Public de Fréjus, entendez-le. 40 secondes, c'est pas plus, c'est la tête de course. Poursuite. Michael, what a wonderful crowd around us.
Rico Bogan coming through. That is your top 3. Sam Dickinson of the UK.
It's very close. It's less than 1 minute, Michael.
Wow, all right, this is the hype that we need. And how about the Frenchman?
Pour les Français, Matisse Margillier, sous vos applaudissements.
Water.
Allez. Go. Nice. Go. 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 Go.
Hayden, well done, keep at it. Good work, Carlo, well done, mate. Well done.
Come on, Hayden, come on, man. Go, go, go.
Hayden Wilde is now approaching the finish line here, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you that he has done it in glorious fashion. He was first place in Singapore. He was first place at the last event in London T100, and Hayden Wilde from New Zealand is the French Riviera T100 champion of 2025, and the undefeated race win streak stays alive. In second place, now coming to the finish line, he hails from Belgium. He's ranked #1 in the world. He is a multiple T100 winner. His name is Jelle Geens. So Mike, I tell you what, these two athletes have given us a great race today, but what about Samuel Dickinson from the UK having an absolute blowout?
Race for him. This will be one of those races that really jumpstarts the
hell of a race, man.
It's already been underway, but really starts to accelerate him into the start here. I gotta tell you something though, Greg, when we wait for Sam to come in, I'm watching the body language of Hayden Wilde. You know, he's sitting over here right now, doesn't look any worse for the wear. I have a question for you, Greg. He's racing tomorrow against Alex Hughes.
From the UK, Samuel Dickinson's had a great race, right up there in the swim lead, very strong on the bike, coming off in fifth place today. But he fills the podium in third place. From Great Britain, Sam Dickinson.
What a race, Sam Dickinson.
Cheers, man.
Now you have to go on the bottom, eh?
Fucking fish.
Oh, I'll tell you what. You know my GPS is? Oh, no way. That's not supposed to happen, I reckon.
Mathieu coming in fourth place. What a great race from Grenoble. Mathieu.
The first Frenchman across the finish line for the first T100 race to happen here on home soil. You know, Greg, we've been talking about how historic this race is. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rico. Germany. Come on, let's get him in fifth place. Rico Boven. Back to you, Michael.
Sorry about that. Did not want to take away from me. You know, there were some shots earlier in the race when the men were out.
You missed just a little bit of the climb. Yeah.
No, I really do think this day is going to be marked by one of a few things. The dominance that we continue to see by Hayden Wilde. I don't know if you saw it, Greg, when you were coming in, but when Hayden Wilde passed Georgia Taylor Brown out on the run course, they actually slowed down and had a conversation. They were joking with each other. That just shows you the level of confidence these athletes have out here. Matisse, the top Frenchman, coming through.
Please welcome me today, the early swim leader, and this is sixth place, Morgan Pearson.
It is a different sport. to go from doing 100 meter distance today, the slow twitch muscle fibers that it takes to turning around tomorrow, the
but it was really hard to sight.
To do.
Yeah, because you're looking right back at the sun. It was nearly impossible, so I wasn't like totally playing, but I mean,
did you go under the rope? Ever consistent on the series.
Walk down the lanes and get ready for tomorrow, but yeah, no, it's been good work, brother. Good work.
Come on, give it up for Antonio Benito Lopez.
Yeah, no, honestly, it was a very, very good day. I took the risk of not wearing a swim skin, and it paid off really well. About 10th out of the water, and then got onto the bike about 4th. Yeah, like it was just very surgy. Obviously, you know, you don't want to go into that red, so you kind of get into the blue, then you got to back off up a hill, and yeah, the legs felt really good, and I probably pushed a bit. My power was probably a bit too high for that first sector. Didn't really want to be that high, but at the end you have to go in the race. And then yeah, I said bugger it, let's go. I was pretty happy that I decided to make the change on my front wheel. I did have a deep dish, the 858, but I decided to change down to the 454, just because, as you can see, the wind is pretty insane. So coming around those corners, a lot of the guys had to get out of the bars where I felt a lot more stable and controlled.
When you saw the gap at T2, were you a bit worried?
Yeah, because I knew that 40 seconds, yeah, of course it's a lot, but you still have to run relatively fast to hold off Yella. You know, I went for the 10K at about 307s, and we were about the same pace. So I really couldn't back off. Like, if I went the pace that I went in London, he would have caught me. Mr. Sam Long came past him, and they started to work together really well. And Yella's about 5 foot, where Sam's about 7 foot, so they worked together really well, and was probably able to hold the gap. And then I saw that Yella attacked and started coming home pretty hard. I feel like I'm just getting stronger and stronger. Like, I should be more exposed in a sense of it was a non-wetsuit, but I held my own in a swim. So that extra 2 weeks of training back home was paid off a lot. And I'm just getting better and better through the season, so yeah, really excited to kind of carry on. And yeah, next race is in Spain, so looking forward to racing close to home, Mandora, and yeah, hopefully go for a 4.
And you, as soon as you finished, you stuffed your face. How hard is that after the race?
I think if I absolutely gassed myself, it's really hard to do, but you know, I normally have an X-Benedict sometimes before a race, so I'm lucky that my stomach is made of steel, so I don't struggle too much having a good feed after a race, which is a pretty special ability. I mean, a lot of people can't do it, and you need to do it. So now it's good to get the food in.
The gold medal trophy winner today from Australia at the French Riviera T100 Triathlon. From Australia, Ashley Gentle. Oh, it goes flying for sure. Ashley Gentle returns to the top, met by her husband, Josh Amberger. Like Michael was saying, a very accredited, trying to give her a big lift up in the air there, Jossie, but they've been training in Andorra and trying to get ready at altitude and in the hills there. So the Canadian, she's a superstar of the sport, the former #1 in the world, and today, second place from Canada, Paula Finlay.
One of the most popular women on the tour. Look at that great smile as she embraces with Ashley. Those two know, you know, there's something about doing for Great Britain's India lead.
Welcome back, Indy, mate. That was a great run for you guys out there today. Truly a Commonwealth finish line there. Australia, Canada, and the UK and Great Britain. So Ashley Gentle, your champion. Paula Finlay, she'll be taking home the silver trophy today at the awards ceremony coming up in just a few moments' time. And in third place in the final spot of the podium, a very, very happy India lead. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it going for Great Britain, because coming into the finish line right now is Lucy Byram, and she's followed by Australia's Ellie Salthouse. Lucy Byram, fourth place in the French Riviera T100. And again, just after having knee surgery at the beginning of the season, she is back. from Australia, Ellie Salthouse. Turn into the finish line she will go. She's got Germany's Caroline Cole right behind her, pressing all the way into the finish line here. Come on, give it up for Hannah Berry, New Zealand. Congratulations, Hannah.
We were saying at the beginning of the run, Greg, that
Laura Madsen at it. Yes, young Laura Madsen from Denmark there. She's making her. Wow. Yeah, she's making her name all the way over the bridge. All right, tough day for some of our athletes out here today. It's a very, very warm day. It's a very, very challenging race as well. The swim there today in the Mediterranean, a little bit on the choppy side, not too bad.
Nice work. Amazing. How did you finish? You could get there. Well aware that you have your eyes also. Yeah, it's short notice. Yeah, and first one, so yeah, good job. Thanks a lot. Amazing. So to be honest, it's more the outside voice.
Georgia Taylor Brown. What a great game. Let's give it up for the mile percentages.
I absolutely love seeing the elation right now on the faces of our champions here.
Yeah, give it up for these team right here, Justine Girard from.
I don't know, I felt really good on the run. I felt like a runner, which was cool. I had the worst swim of my life, so I had to work so hard on the bike and just keep believing that I could go up the climb as hard as I possibly could. So when I started seeing people on the climb, I was like, okay, maybe I can turn this around. And so yeah, I rode as well as I could and held on the run. So I'm happy, but just such a bad swim. Yeah, it's amazing to finish on the podium at one of these. Honestly, I never thought I would again, and they've just gotten so fast and so competitive. So it's a different mindset when you're fighting for the podium. I just am able to get that much more out of myself, and really fighting with Indy kind of closing on me on the run. So it was just like a fun battle. Yeah, I had a good time, even though it was very hard. Definitely is good for confidence to have a great race in one of these, and I know I have a lot of work to do on the swim though, because I can't let that happen in a normal race. Thankfully this bike was hard enough that I could bridge up, but yeah, it's really good. I'm just going to be happy about this one and look forward to the next one.
How good does it feel to be back on top?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, yeah, that question keeps coming up. What's wrong? Why aren't you winning? But it's tough. It's sport. Like I've said before, the competition is amazing. The bar's always rising. It's not always easy to keep winning once you've won before. So yeah, obviously the 4 previous winners of 2025 aren't here in the French Riviera, but I definitely performed better just looking at my own result than I have the races previous. So I'm really happy with that, and yeah, it was really tough. Like, these conditions are absolutely wild. I felt like I was about to get blown off the bike and on the run too numerous times. Ladies here today, some of them are just absolutely incredible bike riders, so I knew that there could be big gaps, but I definitely tried to keep focused, and I knew Josh was going to be on the course towards the end of the bike ride to give me a split, and you know, when he said just under 3 minutes at maybe 65k, I knew I was still in the game, and then it was about staying focused and trying to keep telling myself that I was still close to the front, even if I wasn't sure. So yeah, it was definitely a different challenge to the normal T100 races where we have the multi-laps and you're very aware of who's around you and what the splits are. So yeah, it was a really different challenge, but I think it was a good one. It's really great to get a win on the board, but to be honest, like, it's about celebrating this but then refocusing, because the next race will be completely different to this. Like, it won't be anything like this course, so you have to definitely make sure that, well, I'll keep both feet on the ground, that's for sure, because yeah, the challenges ahead are pretty big. There's some really tough courses, tough competition, and yeah, we've still got quite a lot of racing to go in the T100 tour, so yeah, I'll be focused on the season ahead.
It feels really good to be back on the podium. Slow start to the year, but
I've been told to trust the plan, so I trusted the plan, and the plan was to be good at this time of the year. I was just thinking about running the pace that I knew I could run, and I knew it was going to be windy, and I spent the last 2 weeks in Lanzarote running in the wind, and so I was just thinking about that, and that I'm really well prepared for it, and that I've been running well in training, so there's no reason why I couldn't run well today. It's motivating when you're like picking people off, and I was doing that, and so I just had this forward momentum that I managed to carry all the way to the end. Yeah, it gives me a lot of confidence. 3 weeks to the next race, and yeah, things are moving in the right direction. I know my fitness is there, and yeah, there's no reason why I got a podium today. There's no reason why I can't continue that form. So
yeah, I had a good swim. I was all of a sudden I'm a good swimmer now. Like I used to struggle in short course racing with the swim, and now I was up there like 4th or 5th, like quite comfortably actually. But then it was one big group, which I would have preferred if it split up a bit maybe. I had a good transition, jumped on the bike in 3rd I think, but then had my chain drop just before the first U-turn. And I tried to get it back on, which I thought worked, but then I started pedaling and it fell off again. Then I had to do the U-turn, so I was out of speed, so I had to dismount the bike and put it back on. Then I was in the back of the group, and I felt great, luckily, so I could catch up. Actually felt great, could cover Rico's attacks, which not many people can do it when he does that usually. But then once we started the climb, I was struggling a little bit, and like slowly Rico and Hayden got away. And then luckily I had Matisse with me on the flat bit coming into town, and we could manage our losses a bit. And on the run I started quite aggressive, trying to come to Hayden as close as possible, but the gap stayed like more or less the same until I think he slowed down a bit, and I tried to accelerate as well. Like I thought, you never know, but I ended up being not strong enough. You're never sure you can catch him, but I for sure believed that it was possible. I think I have proven before that especially towards the end of like a middle distance race, I can be quite strong, and like in Taupo last year, for example, I caught him within the last 3K, but I was going for it for sure.
How do you feel about second? Are you happy with second, or are you here for more?
I was here for more for sure. I was disappointed, I guess, crossing the finish line now. Like I can, I guess, take the positive out of it as well. I think it was my strongest bike performance on the tour this year. I've struggled maybe a bit with that in previous races, and if I look at the power numbers, I think it was one of my stronger rides just of my career, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, I think I did a good performance, but in the end I'm here to win, and yeah, it's a bummer I got second, and yeah, I want to beat Hayden quite badly, to be honest. Oh, I think I definitely got it in me to beat him. I've proven it before. He's definitely, like I said it before, he's probably the most talented triathlete out there, but that means yeah, it's even just more a challenge, and when you beat him like I did last year in Taupo, it even makes it that much nicer, because you probably beat the best triathlete in the world. So I definitely think I can, yeah.
Expectations. So yeah, it's my first T100, obviously, so obviously going up against a world-class field is always going to be daunting, but for me it was mainly just trying to put my best performance out there. During the swim, like that was pretty on. I worked hard to the first buoy, and then you managed to settle in behind Morgan, and yeah, on the bike just went with it, tried as hard as I could, got shelled on the hill, and then realised how high the level is, so came into transition a little bit behind, but I was with Jelle, so I always knew I was in the race, and Jelle then just took off, and yeah, just left me in the battle for third with Bogan, but a couple laps to go, I was lucky enough to have it wrapped up. Probably not surprised. I've heard a lot about how good these guys are at cycling, so I was expecting it to be super hard. I'm just glad I had the legs today to go with it. To be honest, I haven't actually looked at the numbers. I had the map on when I was riding. I didn't actually look at what my power or heart rate was at. So I was just racing today, and same on the run. I had no idea what pace we were running. I was just battling for the podium. So that's what I like doing. It's racing like at the finest, and here on the French Riviera, yeah, just give it a bit of panache and try and grab that podium. So the swim's similar to short course in the fact, like the guys, like Morgan's an excellent swimmer, Leo's an excellent swimmer in the short course. They'll be making the breaks in those races. So like the pace is still on, but there's not as many people around the first buoy, so it's not as hectic. Then getting on the bike, yeah, I think the levels really high. Like short course is more like short sprints out of corners, like high power and then recover in the wheels, whereas this is just constant power the whole way. But a course like this suits us because it's quite technical. You are powering out of corners and up hills and down. So I think this course definitely suits a short course athlete better. And the run, it's just how fast you can run, really. That's the same in any distance. You know, I'm hoping to hopefully get another start and just get another chance to have a crack at these world-class athletes, and then maybe by the end of the year I'll see where I stack up in the series. But this is a year of like experimentation and finding out what all these different race formats are about, and then hopefully next year I can give it another crack and try and go the whole season.